Hey guys, welcome to Ethan's Garage. Today we are in Caen, France, in the south of France between Saint-Tropez and Monaco. And we're going to be doing a quick car spotting video. I gotta get to Milan today, so I don't have too much time to do it, but there's some cool stuff here, so let's take a quick peek. McLaren GT. And a Porsche Boxster. Valley's got a old Triumph TR4, I think that is. Beautiful old Mustang. We got right there the Audi RSQ3 from Luxembourg. And then there's been so many of these Ukrainian plated cars here. This one's an Audi S8. Nice car. Here comes a good one. Got the Bentley Continental GT over here. The old S-Type. Alright, I'm in front of the Ritz-Carlton right now, and although I've barely looked around this place, the coolest car in the whole town is this. California plated, fully armored, with emergency lights, Chevy Suburban. This is the, I think, 3500 HD chassis, able to carry all that weight. Then up in their driveway, they got the 812 Superfast, and the old Mustang. Got a nice Bentley Flying Spur, with the V8 Aston Martin DBS. I don't see as many of these here in Europe as I do in California, but M5 Comp from Romania, and I see tons of these little tiny Fiat Cinquecento. Monaco plated GT3 RS 992. Well, it looks like the cops don't like antiques. Got 3 cops versus 1 guy in a Mustang. Got 1 G-Wagon, probably a newer one, post like 2015. And then the real good G-Wagon, the 2-door Cabriolet, which are now like 200 grand or something. And we also got a nice C63 AMG. Not a car, but this is a pretty impressive crane they got here. And of course some beautiful views. And right here we have the BMW XM, another incredibly ugly BMW, but so expensive. And another Bentley Flying Spur. Nice hippie wagon. And another Ukrainian plated Audi S8. Nice but understated. The Mercedes SL63 AMG. And to continue the trend, we got a Cayenne GTS, also with Ukrainian plates. And an Audi e-tron GT. And this thing would be so sought after in the US. I think this is a C63 AMG wagon, although I'm not 100% sure because it's debadged. This is a pretty cool pair. I think this is a Citroen or a Peugeot 205, and this Renault van, 3 for 3. I think this is a Renault 4. So many awesome yachts all through the harbors here in Caen. It was cool seeing these really nice yacht models at all these yacht brokerages here. And of course the prices are always very expensive. That one's 13 million. I think I found the classiest car in Caen. Old Cadillac. Amazing. Aston Martin Signet. They got a pretty cool Pulp Fiction mural right here under this bridge. Brabus Smart 44? It is. Got the SLR McLaren here at this dealer. And I think this is an Audi RSQ8 or no, RS6. We even have an SF90 right here. Nice spec too, and drop top. I just came across the street for this. As you can see, that's what caught my eye. A Arab plate I have never seen before, and I have seen quite a few of them. I just briefly looked at my phone. I have a map of all the different cool license plates in the world, and my best guess is Tunisia, but I don't read Arabic, so if you guys know what that is, please let me know. That is super rad. Here's another nice standard south of France find. Nice V8 Bentley Continental with Monaco plates. It's right here, solid 992. But this is what stood out to me. New York plated S-Class. I've seen a lot of US plates in Eastern Europe, but they're very, very hard to come by in Western Europe. Herb Chambers. I actually met that guy. He has the biggest dealer network, or one of the biggest in the Northeast. And this is actually one of my favorite of the AMGs, the GLS 63 AMG. Also probably my favorite car out of Alabama. And we got the Macan GTS from Monaco. And right here has got to be maybe the weirdest quote-unquote exotic car to ever be produced. This is the Aston Martin Signet, which is just the Toyota and or Scion IQ rebadged for some kind of compliance stuff in Europe. And I think they were like 70,000 bucks new. I've only seen the one earlier in this video, of course, and I think one more in Monaco when I was here last year. Honestly, I kind of really like it, even though it's just insanely stupid when you really get down to it. I can't get over that. That's so cool. I've seen these things before, but they're pretty charming, these little Honda EVs. Since we are here in France today, I thought I should point out this incredibly strange French car, one of my favorite of the weird French cars. It's this little Peugeot, small city car, but it has full-size sliding side doors, which I think is actually, I mean, incredibly strange, but brilliant. So nice for these tight spots. You can see the rail down there for the side of it. Yep, Peugeot 1007. They're not exactly the most interesting with naming the Peugeots, but the cars are extremely interesting. Sometimes maybe too interesting. And here's the Bentley from earlier. There's a nice Alfa Romeo 4C. Nice spec on the Bentayga right there. Nice green. And although these are everywhere in the US and not that special where I'm from, pretty awesome to see these over here. Definitely a rare sighting, and this one's Swiss plated too. A little ways from home. So many great views in this town. And also all these trees have oranges all over them, which is awesome. This is definitely one of the weirder Renault Twizzys I've seen. It's the Twizy 45, which means something, but very artsy or something. Do you guys like it? Over here we got another mural, and in front of it we have this interesting Mercedes. It's one that is sold in the US, or was sold in the US. I think it's like the C320 Coupe, but this one is this odd facelifted version. I guess they must have maybe continued it a little bit longer in Europe, which is pretty funny to see. Odd looking car for sure. Now let's do a quick check of what kind of stuff we have in this parking garage here. First things first, Land Cruiser 200 series. And this one is very well kitted out. Got a decent Panamera hybrid and a GLE 53 probably AMG. I love the wheels in this Mini. And also, something you very rarely see in Europe, Ford Explorer with a light bar too. Alright, I spotted a really good one over here actually. Probably one of the best ones so far. Rolls-Royce Dawn. Perfect South of France car right there. And interesting, not an actual Fiesta ST, that's ST line, which means pretty much nothing. It's got an identity crisis. Abarth badge with a hybrid badge. Not a real thing. And more Ukrainian plates here. I wonder if these two are together. It would be a pretty good two-car solution, these two. Lexus RX is honestly just such a good car. Not the most interesting, but amazing car. And another amazing car, of course, 992 911. This one is a Turbo S too, as you can tell by the side and the back. This one is badged down to just be the 911, which I think is actually what I'd probably do if I had one. Really good look when you do that. Notice this over here, covered up some kind of old car. I'm not quite sure what it is. Funny enough, my top guess is actually a Vespa. Vespa did make a car. Can't tell if I can tell from underneath though what it is. Got the diesel 4Runner. You can tell it's been Euro-spec'd by adding the obligatory fog light here, required by law. These are also kind of a popular, nicer end car. The Ranger Wildtrak. Don't get that in, I think maybe South America gets it, but definitely not North America. And a Cayenne Turbo, first gen. With the, I don't know if this is added on after, if that's an option to get the badge in the back. Alright, and that wraps up the video here in Cannes. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And if you like this video, definitely check out my videos doing car spotting in San Marino and Florence and Andorra and Monaco. I do a lot of stuff, so definitely make sure you subscribe. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.